Ohara Davis stops Logan Yoon in the 7th round. The corner actually stopped it, so it will go down as a retirement rather than a stoppage, but it still counts as a stoppage, obviously, of course, or TKO, I should say, not a stoppage. But Logan Yoon's team pulled him out. The kid is only 20 years old, and in the 7th round, he did take a bit of a beating, to be fair, to put it mildly. He showed that for a 20-year-old, he has a very, very good chin. A decent chin, but it looked almost as if it was a step up too soon, which is something that I've seen quite a bit on this show, because we've seen some kind of domestic level fighters or slash European level fighters facing guys who are not even domestic level yet. It's not to say that they're not good fighters, they could be, but they're taking drastic jumps, serious jumps up. And this was too much of a jump for Logan Yoon. I want to say he done well in patches in this fight. Okay, personally, the Sky commentary team thought it was, even Stevens. I thought Ohara Davis was pretty comfy in this fight. Yes, Yoon was having some success when Ohara Davis would overcommit, and for every one punch that Ohara Davis threw, because he was really only focusing on the jab and the right hands early on in the fight, Yoon would throw like twos and threes. And I definitely think that the Sky commentary team were missing a lot of the shots that Yoon was landing, because there was times where he was landing some decent hooks on the inside and they didn't seem to call it. Whereas when Davis would even partially land with a jab or a right hand, they were straight away calling it. So it was a good performance from Ohara Davis in this fight. I thought, he seemed disciplined. He seemed to keep his shape a lot better, because I watched his fight back, I think it was June or May, when he fought Miguel Vasquez. I thought he lost that fight, personally. I thought that was the robbery of the year so far, was when Davis fought Miguel. He looked all over the place. He didn't look like he had a shape about him. And when I say shape, I don't mean being out of shape. I mean just the way he looked in the ring. He just looked all over the place in that fight. And I thought Vasquez clearly won that fight. And when I heard that it was Davis's who won it, and he won it quite wide, I was just nodding my head. I was like, how? And even Davis himself acknowledged they didn't win the fight. He raised Miguel Vasquez's arm after the fight, almost an acknowledgement that, yeah, I got lucky here. So seeing that, it made people question things about Davis. And to be fair, a lot of people did question Davis's commitment, because obviously after the Josh Taylor fight and after the Jack Cattrall fight, he said that he was really fighting to get checks to go into property. So a lot of people felt, is Davis really committed to boxing, or is he just taking this for the money? So obviously he gets a $5,000 incentive bonus for the stoppage, and he performed well. I have to say, he looked a lot more in control there against the guy who tonight anyway wasn't on his level. So he moves onwards and upwards. I think that Davis, I would pick him to win this competition personally. Now I've alluded to this in several videos, and I'm going to say it again. The winner of this golden contract earns a lucrative contract. Now, as far as I'm aware, no one's announced who it's with. Now, it could be with Bob Arum. I think it's with Bob Arum, personally. I don't think, even though this is a Sky card, well, it's not a Sky card, even though this fight is being shown on Sky, I think it's probably more than likely going to get a top rank contract. As I've stated before, the guys who are competing in this are British, fringe European level fighters. What is the plan for these guys getting a lucrative contract with Bob Arum? Or just assume it's Bob Arum. What's the plan? Are they going to be, competing at world level? Because let me tell you, these guys will get absolutely demolished at world level. Make no mistake about it. All right? There's British, European, world level for a reason. These guys will get destroyed at world level. So, for me, it's like, what's the plan with this? I think it's a 3-fight contract. What is the actual plan with that contract? Where are they going to go with it? What are they going to do with it? Are they going to have him as an opponent? Are they actually going to try and, build these guys? Because I don't see that going too well either. So to me, I asked the question, what is the long-term goal for these guys? Obviously, they're going to make a good bit of money, which is always nice. That's what you want. But if you take a Lee Wood or Ohara Davis, two guys who I would pick to win this golden contract, let's say for argument's sake that they go with Bob Arum, okay? At the 140-pound division, who does Bob Arum have? He has Jose Ramirez, amongst others. Do you really think that an Ohara Davis is going to trouble Jose Ramirez? Seriously? No, he ain't. He ain't troubling Jose Ramirez in the slightest. Make no mistake about it. If you look at the featherweight division, do you really think Lee Wood is going to trouble Shakur Stevenson? No, he ain't. So, and then of course we have the light heavyweight division. Heaven forbid. The light heavyweight division. Heaven forbid you put one of them in against Beterbiev. Oh boy, that wouldn't end well. So yeah, where is the plan? What's the long-term plan for the guys who are competing in this, and where they're going to go, what they're going to do? That's my question. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think of this fight. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course, I will talk to you after.